Have you ever had a day so perfect you thought, this can't be real? Well, for my friend's cousin Clara and her new husband Liam, their wedding day was exactly that. But what they thought was the start of a perfect life was actually the beginning of a nightmare. Their wedding was beautiful. A small, intimate ceremony, just friends and family. As they were saying their vows, Liam slipped a lottery ticket into Clara's hand along with the ring. It was a silly tradition they had. Buying a ticket for every major milestone, they thought nothing of it. Later that night at the reception, surrounded by laughter and dancing, Clara's maid of honor grabbed the ticket. "Let's check it," she screamed over the music. Everyone gathered around her phone, laughing, not expecting anything. But then, the numbers started matching. One by one, all 6 of them. The room erupted. They'd won. Not just a few thousand, but the grand prize, millions. It was unreal. They felt like the luckiest people on the entire planet. They moved into a sprawling, beautiful dream house a few weeks later. The kind with long hallways and more rooms than they knew what to do with. But that's when the perfect dream started to crack. It began with small things. Clara would be home alone and hear faint music, like a distant wedding song drifting from an empty room. Liam would find doors he swore he'd locked, standing wide open. One evening, they were unpacking old wedding photos. As Clara looked at a group shot from the reception, her blood ran cold. Standing in the back of the crowd just behind her and Liam were 2 figures she didn't recognize. A man and a woman, both dressed in slightly old-fashioned wedding attire. The woman was pale with dark, hollow eyes, and she was staring directly at the camera, directly at Clara. The man beside her had a grim, tight-lipped smile. Clara showed Liam. He tried to brush it off. They're probably just distant relatives of someone, a +1 we didn't meet. But Clara couldn't shake the feeling. The woman's stare felt possessive. The strange occurrences escalated. The phantom wedding music grew louder, sometimes seeming to come from right outside their bedroom door. They'd wake up in the middle of the night to the smell of wilting flowers. One morning, Clara found 2 faint, muddy footprints on the pristine white carpet at the foot of their bed, leading towards her side. The breaking point came a month later. Liam was working late and Clara was home alone, terrified. She'd locked herself in the bedroom. Around midnight, the wedding music started, louder than ever before, echoing through the house. Then a soft, rhythmic scratching started on the bedroom door. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Clara, crying, called Liam, whispering into the phone. "They're here, they're outside the door." Liam panicked, told her to stay put, he was on his way. He raced home, his heart pounding. When he burst through the front door, the house was silent. He ran upstairs, the bedroom door was unlocked. He pushed it open and found Clara. She was sitting on the floor, her back against the wall, perfectly still. She was wearing her wedding dress. Her eyes were wide, vacant, and a single tear was frozen on her cheek. On the wall above her, written in the dust that had somehow settled on the new paint, were the words, "Our ticket, our luck." Liam later found out the tragic history of the land their dream house was built on. Decades ago, a newlywed couple was on their way home from their wedding reception when they were killed in a horrific car crash. In the man's pocket, police found a winning lottery ticket, a ticket they never got to cash, a ticket with the exact same numbers that Clara and Liam had won with. It seems they didn't just win the lottery, they inherited a debt, and the original owners had finally come to collect.
I hope you enjoyed. Can you please hit like and subscribe?